Today, our group consisting of Dawn, Luvia, Danya, Jiewei, and myself, In Yi, will be presenting on low birth rate in Singapore. This will be the flow of our presentation. Presenting our skit, CNY Baby Blues.
Hi, Auntie. Happy Chinese New Year.
Hello? Hello? Happy Chinese New Year, huh? Girl, why you not married and have the babies yet? I want to carry baby already. Yours is where? Do you know Singapore no babies already? 2023, the birth rate so low, already down there in the longkang. Only 0.97, supposed to be 2, then can replace the daddy, mummy. Singapore got crisis already. Next time, nobody alive living here, how? Now, moving on to our introduction. Fertil2 is a dataset that contains statistics on fertility rates named Children Ever Born CEB. It takes into account many other variables such as knowledge of birth control and if the mother has ever been married. For the purpose of this project, we will be focusing on the mother's years of education, the year she was born, and her number of living children.
Let's take a look at the background and factors of low birth rate. From the graph, we can see that resident total fertility rate in Singapore has fallen from 1.14 to 0.97 babies per female in 2019 to 2023. That means that each female is giving birth to less than one child. To further illustrate this decline, the number of births from 2019 to 2023 fell from 35,000 to 30,000. Contrary to popular belief, the number of marriages is not a contributing factor to the low birth rates, as there is a rise in the number of marriages from 2019 to 2023, from 24,000 to 26,000. So, if marriage isn't a contributing factor to low fertility rates, then what is? Some of these factors include the high cost of living, mainly the high financial cost of raising children. Additionally, in recent years, young couples are more focused on their careers and push back having children. As women are likely to experience a slowdown in their careers once pregnant, they seek to stabilize their jobs before pregnancy. Parenting is also not an easy thing to do with all the pressure it entails.
Before looking at our R analysis, let's take a look at our Fertil2 dataset. Our dataset contains more than 30 samples, which is large enough to assume that the sample mean follows a normal distribution due to the central limit theorem. This allows us to use the sample mean as a good estimate of the population mean. Then we carried out random sampling to fulfill the IID condition. Each observation represents a different woman, and the decision or the behavior of one individual is assumed to be independent of the decisions of another woman. Sample points are also identically distributed, meaning that each observation in the sample is drawn from the same underlying population distribution. So, with that, the dataset fulfills the IID condition, which is important for our subsequent tests.
This is our regression model where the dependent variable CEB and the independent variable children are transformed using log x plus 1 due to the presence of zero values. This transformation is necessary because a simple log transformation would lead to errors when encountering zeros. We chose to apply the log transformation because children and CEB have skewness values greater than 1, indicating a right-skewed distribution. This adjustment helps to normalize the data for better regression performance. Looking at the regression output, the adjusted R-squared value is 0.9729, showing that our regression model is reliable. Additionally, all independent variables are statistically significant with p-value less than 0.05. In summary, we transform the data to resolve skewness and zero-value issues, achieving a robust model with a high adjusted R-squared and statistically significant independent variables.
To address Singapore's declining fertility rate with a practical, supportive, and engaging one-stop solution, we have decided to create a national parenting app that rewards parents for milestones, whether that's staying up to date with vaccinations or even taking family bonding days. Introducing Baby Steps. Here's a quick overview of our app, which will consist of these 3 key elements: gamification of parenthood, fertility time savings account, and family festival and community building workshops. We start the app off with the gamification aspect of parenthood, whereby parents-to-be can earn rewards, points, or badges for completing fertility-related tasks, such as health checkups or activities related to fertility, health, and wellness. We'll incentivize them with rewards through discounts on fertility treatments or baby-related products, turning the journey to parenthood into a rewarding and engaging experience. Next, the app will consist of our fertility time savings account. Some of its key features will include tax benefits and competitive interest rates or earnings, consisting of both individual and potential employer contributions. We also hope to collaborate with the Singapore government and local banks to offer competitive interest rates to the population to make fertility treatments more affordable and financially accessible. Lastly, we aim to launch a community-driven festival offering fertility resources, expert workshops on fertility discussions, and networking opportunities for couples planning parenthood, which will all be updated and trackable through the app. So here we have a brief take on our roadmap implementation period. In phase 1, from months 1 to 6, we'll be looking at the development, beta testing, and launch of the app. In phase 2, from months 7 to 12, we hope to engage the community and population through the family festival. Lastly, in phase 3, from months 13 to 18, we will have a year-end review and scale up initiatives for greater impact and participation.
Lastly, to test if our app actually improved the birth rates in Singapore, we simulated 2 sets of data. Here we can see that the mean birth rate before our solution is approximately 0.97 per female, and the mean birth rate after is 2. We perform a one-tail test, t-test, to determine whether or not it actually had a statistically significant impact. The null hypothesis here would be that there is no change in the birth rate, and an alternative hypothesis would be that there is an increase in the birth rate after the solution. Here we can see that the p-value is very small, below significance levels of 0.05. This makes our results statistically significant and suggests that our application has been successful in improving the birth rate in Singapore. With that, let's take baby steps. Thank you.